Steph Curry remembers the shot that didn't just win the game, it obliterated every last hope France had. In that single moment, the dreams of an entire nation were shattered, their defense broken by Curry's ruthless precision. This wasn't just another shot, it was a devastating blow that ended France's Olympic dreams in an instant.
That last shot against France, you have LeBron and KD over on the other side, and I think they're open, but you're taking that shot.
You think they were open. Yeah. They were 100% open.
What is going through your mind when you're taking that shot? You have Batum and the other guy all over you, and knowing that KD and LeBron are just fine with you taking that shot.
I wouldn't say that either, because I read body language pretty well. When I watched it back, I got trapped. I threw it to K. Braun was open on the wing, on the swing, but K threw it back to me. So when he did that, that's when your muscle memory takes over. I'm already in motion and do my move or whatever. I see the two guys, but I'm already in rhythm. As long as I get it off, I feel like I'm going to make it. But I see both of them as soon as I'm shooting their hands up, and they both went like this. Like, they didn't expect me to shoot it. I'm sure they were ready for a pass back to the weak side, but as soon as it went in, seeing Braun do the gesture, seeing the guys on the bench, K threw his head back, and it was kind of in amazement. Like, that was the beauty of that team too, because the energy that we showed and the emotion that we showed in the Serbia game on the comeback and down the stretch in the Olympics, like, it mattered to everybody to get that done, and everybody knew the sense of urgency of the moment, and it was a memory for a lifetime for sure. So it's nice the way it finished for me personally, but we don't get there without all 12 guys on that team, and it was definitely something I'll remember for forever.
Steph Curry may have the face of an innocent kid, but make no mistake, he is the deadliest shooter in basketball. Throughout his career, Curry has built a reputation for showing up in the most high-pressure moments and delivering blows that leave his opponent stunned. In the 2024 Olympic gold medal game against France, it was no different. With just a few minutes left, France had cut the lead to a mere 3 points. Their defense, which had been solid all game, was suddenly falling apart under Curry's relentless shooting. But this has always been Curry's greatest strength, his ability to maintain calm in the face of overwhelming pressure. While other players panic or crumble under the intensity of such moments, Curry thrives. His performance against France wasn't just about skill, it was about mental toughness. When the entire world was watching, expecting a dramatic finish, Curry responded with 3 pinpoint three-pointers in quick succession. Each shot felt like a knockout punch, pushing France further away from their dream of gold. It's this cold, calculated approach that makes Curry more than just a great player, it makes him an assassin on the court. Curry's journey from being an underrated player to becoming the most feared shooter in the NBA is a story of resilience. Many doubted his potential early in his career, questioning whether someone of his size could dominate in the professional league. But Curry didn't just prove his critics wrong, he obliterated their expectations. His boyish smile may deceive you, but his opponents know that when the clock is ticking down, Steph Curry is the last person you want to see with the ball. Yet, Curry's incredible ability to perform under pressure is just one aspect of what makes him a basketball legend. The real story lies in the records he's set, records that will stand the test of time. Steph Curry's three-point shooting record is one of those achievements that seem impossible to match. With a staggering 3,747 three-pointers made in the regular season, Curry has left legends like Ray Allen, 2,973, and James Harden, 2,940, far behind. This is more than just a record, it's a testament to Curry's dominance over the game of basketball. To put it simply, no one in NBA history comes close to matching his range, consistency, or impact from beyond the arc. Let's break it down further. Curry's single-season record of 402 three-pointers set in 201.516 still stands today, years later. No one has even come close to breaking it. His ability to hit shots from 30 feet out effortlessly is what separates him from the rest. He's transformed the three-point shot from a risky option into the most valuable weapon in the NBA. Even in international play, like we saw against France, his range and accuracy remained unmatched. But it's not just about the number of shots Curry makes, it's about how he makes them. He doesn't just shoot from the three-point line, he shoots from well beyond it, often with defenders draped all over him. and still manages to sink the shot. His performance in the Olympic final was a perfect example of this. Despite France's best efforts to shut him down, Curry calmly drained shot after shot, pushing his three-point total to heights that will likely never be reached again. Curry's impact on the game can't be overstated. He has single-handedly changed the way basketball is played. Teams now design their entire game plans around defending the three-point line, all because of Curry. Young players coming into the league model their game after his, understanding that shooting from deep isn't just an option, it's a necessity if you want to compete at the highest level. And while other players might flirt with breaking his records, the reality is Curry's shooting prowess will likely never be matched. But while the numbers paint an incredible picture, the moments that define a legacy are those when everything is on the line, and Curry's performance against France was the ultimate example of this. The 2024 Olympic gold medal game was supposed to be a nail-biter. France had played their hearts out, pulling within 3 points of Team USA late in the game. The crowd in the Bercy Arena could feel the momentum shifting, and for a brief moment, it looked like France might just pull off the impossible. But then, as always, Steph Curry took over. With just under 3 minutes left in the game, Curry drained a deep three-pointer dégage to push Team USA's lead to 6. It was the beginning of the end for France. As the ball swished through the net, you could see the confidence draining from the French players' faces, but Curry wasn't done yet. Seconds later, he hit another three-pointer. And then, just for good measure, he sank one more, putting the game completely out of reach. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Curry had delivered 4 three-pointers in the span of just a few minutes, turning what had been a close contest into a rout. His final shot, with just 35 seconds left on the clock, was the nail in the coffin. France's hopes of gold had been shattered. At that point, Curry later reflected, "I knew we had won. I could see it in their faces." This wasn't just about winning a game, it was about making a statement. Curry's performance in those final moments reminded the world why he's considered the greatest shooter of all time. Under the brightest lights, with the most pressure, he delivered. And for France, it was a lesson in what it truly means to face greatness. In the blink of an eye, their hopes had been crushed by the one man they couldn't stop, Steph Curry. While this was a game-changing moment for Team USA, for Curry, it was just another example of his unrelenting greatness, a greatness that extends far beyond any single performance. Steph Curry has been called many things throughout his career. The baby-faced assassin, the chef, but above all, he is the GOAT Team FB. His accolades speak for themselves: 4 NBA championships, 2 league MVPs, 1 finals MEP, and now an Olympic gold medal. Yet what makes Curry truly stand out isn't just the trophies, it's the way he plays the game. No one in basketball history has ever done what Curry has done. In the 2002-324 NBA season, Curry was named the Kia NBA Clutch Player of the Year, leading the league with 189 points in clutch minutes. His ability to perform when the stakes are highest is what separates him from the rest. Just like in the Olympic final, when the pressure is on, Curry steps up. With 32 game-winning three-pointers, Curry has proven time and time again that when the game is on the line, there's no better player to have on your team. Curry's greatness extends beyond his shooting. His leadership on the court, his basketball IQ, and his ability to inspire his teammates are what make him truly special. He doesn't just win games, he elevates those around him. And while his shooting percentage continues to rank among the highest in the league, it's his mental toughness and work ethic that define his legacy. Even as Curry continues to break records, his focus remains on winning championships. So his Olympic gold medal was just the latest chapter in a career that has already revolutionized basketball. But for Curry, it's never been about the individual accolades, it's about making him better and delivering when it matters most. And that's what makes him the GOAT MVP and why his legacy will stand the test of time. Steph Curry's career is a testament to the power of hard work and unshakable confidence, but beyond the accolades, it's his game-changing influence that truly defines him. Steph Curry didn't just play the game, he changed it. His legacy goes beyond the championships and the MVPs. He has redefined what it means to be a basketball player in the modern NBA. Before Curry, the three-pointer was considered a luxury, a shot that only a few specialists could master. But Curry turned it into the most potent weapon in basketball, forcing every team in the league to rethink their approach to the game. Curry's influence can be seen everywhere. From the playgrounds to the professional leagues, players young and old are emulating his style, trying to shoot from distances that were once considered impossible. He made the deep three-pointer a regular part of the game, and in doing so, he has changed the way basketball is played forever. His legacy isn't just about his shooting records, it's about the revolution he started. When you watch a game today, whether it's in the NBA or the Olympics, you see Curry's influence. Players take more three-pointers, teams design entire game plans around defending the perimeter, and coaches encourage their players to strut the floor. So that's the Curry effect. But perhaps the most enduring part of Curry's legacy is his ability to deliver in the most crucial moments. His performance in the 2024 Olympic final is just one example of the many times Curry has come through when his team needed him the most. It's these moments, these defining plays, that will be remembered for generations to come. Steph Curry recalls the shot that made France tremble and fear the moment that shattered all their hopes. His legacy is set in stone. The numbers, the championships, the gold medal, they all point to one undeniable truth: Steph Curry is the greatest shooter and one of the greatest players to ever step onto the court. His influence on basketball will be felt for generations, and the game will never be the same because of him.